Welcome to Hammer Time OP build for New Game and the New Game Plus, you Unga Bunga bastard. This thing destroys enemies easily by crushing their spirit fast and doing good damage in the process. The hammer that we want is the one with special abilities of Rock Crash and Heaven Divide. These are fantastic special abilities that fit perfectly into the hammer build, and to get these, go into this accolades reward screen, go into the last section and spam hammer purchase until you get the one with those two. I would recommend having Fatal Strike damage on every piece of gear to increase damage output. You can also go for Spirit Vulnerability upon successful martial arts hit, and that is basically it. Now the set that we want is this one. Quake Griffin, or whatever the name is, Pride of the Indomitable Champion. We want it because of Hammer Spirit damage. This is also good, reduces spirit damage received when attacking. And Guard Spirit Consumption and damage received are all nice additions, but Hammer Spirit damage is the biggest one. Now what we want on pieces of gear are Fatal Strike damage, damage received, either Stone Attack Power or Heaviness Accumulation, one of these two. And also fourth one is optional, whatever you want. I went with Spirit Gain from Deflecting. Try to get on every single piece of gear these bonuses. Or instead of damage received, you can also go for elemental damage reduction. All of these are fine. Wizardry spells I'm using are Focus Zone, that grants additional damage. We are gonna put that down before smacking an enemy with Heaven Divide. Then we have Lion's Roar. Lion's Roar is a defensive spell that reduces incoming damage. Imposing Slab is here to put heaviness on an enemy quickly. If we want it, this is an optional thing, you don't even have to use heaviness. This build is gonna destroy spirit anyway. And last one is Overpower Burst. We're gonna use that before each of martial arts attacks. Or maybe even before Imposing Slab, because this thing boosts also Imposing Slab. Your choice. Use it as much as possible. Divine Beast, I went with Baihu because of the spirit damage, negative effect duration on enemies, and damage amplification upon Fatal Strike, which fits perfectly into the build because after the Fatal Strike we're gonna use Heaven Divide to do more damage and more boosts or more debuffs on an enemy. Up until that point, the better. Other options are, as always, Tank Share because of enemy status effect accumulation, all the negative ailments that this thing puts on an enemy, and also spirit damage to enemies afflicted with negative effects. This is all fine. And as always, Ying Long because of the additional life gained if you die while the spirit gauge is active. Stats are like this. 20 into wood because of the focus zone. Fire is quite good because it increases martial arts damage. Earth is our primary one, and we also have a couple points into metal and water. I like balanced build for this one because it provides decent enough deflect, spirit consumption rate, decent enough wizardry spell reduction, decent enough martial arts cost reduction, and we also get decent amount of spirit gain rate through attack and deflect. I really like this balanced setup. But you can play with these attributes however you like, as long as there's 20 points into Wood Virtue because of the focus zone, and 30 points into Fire Virtue because of the Overpower Burst. To play this build you're gonna have to learn very powerful combo and when to use spells. Combo goes after successful parry and especially after critical blow parry. Light attack to gain some spirit, spirit attack, and after that Rock Crash special move. Focus Zone should be used before Fatal Strike to increase the damage, and Overpower Burst should be up almost all the time. Most importantly, it should be used before Heaven Divide, which is used after Fatal Strike when enemy is on the ground. Note that enemies tend to go into critical blow a lot after Fatal Strike plus Heaven Divide combo, so after Heaven Divide be on the defensive. Imposing Slab is an optional thing if you want even more spirit damage after applying Heaviness. If you want to use it, try to use it after first Fatal Strike in the fight. That's it, simple and powerful. Stay tuned for more builds.